Namaste yogis, Andrea Campbell here, and I'd like to do a quick yin yoga for hips practice today. The hips have very dense muscle tissue. Our hips do so much work for us every single day, so they can be tricky to stretch out. But together, we're gonna breathe through it. So if you have a couple of blocks or pillows, those might work, but if you don't, no problem, you can still do this practice. So we're gonna start off in a butterfly pose. So just a seated position, taking the soles of your feet together and your knees out wide. And this is where you may want to tuck in some blocks or pillows underneath, or not. So sit tall. You can interlace the hands around the feet. Keep the spine nice and long. And you might stay right here. Or you can start to hinge forward and fold. Now in yin yoga, it is all about finding that edge or sweet spot where we know we're going to get that nice deep stretch, but we're not experiencing any sort of pain. Pain should never be a part of your yoga equation. So really, really slowly start to hinge. And then you can grab your pillows or blocks and stack them in any way you wish to rest your head. And then we resolve to be still as we hold the pose for a few minutes. And I'd love for you to just follow your breath. Feel the inhale through the upper back and the exhale to soften in. And the breath is a powerful tool to help us focus our awareness inwards, to calm the mind, and let it go. Just allow the shoulders to round forward and the sacrum to ground into the earth. And letting the legs just release and be soft. Take 5 more slow, smooth breaths. Start to rise if you aren't already. And do so slowly, with ease and sweetness. Maybe allowing that sensation of the after pose wash over you. That can be the best part sometimes. We'll place the hands behind us, our feet in front, and we'll dip our knees from side to side. And now we're going to come on to all fours. So stack your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. And we'll do a few rounds of cat and cow. So an inhale, As you arch your back, belly drops down, looking forward. And then the exhale, you curl the pelvis in, round through the back, relax the head down. Again, inhale, back arches, head lifts. Exhale, curl everything in. And do a few more like that at your own pace. And release. We're going to step the left leg forward. Stacking knee over ankle. And then we're going to tuck the back toe under, lift that back knee up, and then set it back and down. Coming into a dragon pose. The right hip is starting to press gently forward. And then heel toe that left foot out to the side. And bring your hands to the inside. Notice how we're going a little deeper now. So you could stay here up onto your hands. If you want to go into a deeper hip opening, you could place your blocks or books or whatever you have. And bring your forearms down to your blocks. And then move into winged dragon. So you'll roll the left foot onto the outside as the knee comes out to the side. And then just relax the head. You can untuck the back toe if that feels better. Close your eyes and turn your focus to your breath. Take 3 more deep breaths here. And slowly start to come up. So coming onto the hands if you aren't there already. Pulling that left knee back in towards your body. Heel toe that left foot so it's more centered, hands on either side. Let's do a counter stretch. We'll shift the hips back, bow over the left leg, coming into a half split. If you're feeling tight through the left leg, just keep that knee bent a little bit and then round over the leg. Keep the left hip intending back, the right hip forward. Take another nice deep breath here. And then start to bend the knee and draw forward. We're going to heel toe that the left foot toward the right hand. And then you're going to start to sit down, bending both knees, coming into 90-90 pose. So we're making a 90-degree angle. Our right shin is parallel to the side of the mat. The left shin is parallel to the front of the mat. Our chest, hips, shoulders are all facing forward. If you find this is pretty tight here, stay up tall. Maybe even tuck a block under that left knee. Or you can start to hinge forward. Hands come in front. Maybe to the forearms. Feeling that stretch through the left side. Maybe taking your blocks and finding a way to support the head. So find your shape, one that you can rest in for a period of time in stillness. And then turn your attention to that soft flow of breath. Relax through the jaw, soften the muscles through the forehead. Take 5 more breaths, slowly and deeply. And when you're ready to rise, just do so really slowly, taking that pause at the top, and then we'll come to all fours. And you may want to just make some circles with that left leg. And both directions. And release. Let's come into the other side. So right foot steps forward, stack knee over ankle. Tuck the back toe under, pick up your back knee, set it back and down. Heel toe the right foot out to the side. Bring the hands in. Lift the chest. Feel the opening through the front of the left hip. Option to stay here and breathe. Option to lower down. I'm going to bring my blocks here. Coming into winged dragon. So I'm going to roll my right foot to the outside edge as the knee rolls open. Coming into a deeper hip opening. I've come to my edge here, so it's time to breathe and be still. Sometimes poses like dragon pose, where you're getting into deep hip openers, they can bring up various emotions, frustrations. And I ask that you release the jaw and really focus on the breath. And that's when the real work is done. Take 3 more deep breaths. start to rise. Coming back up onto the hands, moving our props. Heel toeing that foot back in line with the knee, and hands on either side. Start to draw the hips back, coming into a half split. Keep that knee bent. If it's a little too much, bow the head. Keep that right hip intending back, the left hip forward. Nice deep breath. And we'll bend that knee, draw forward. And we'll come to 90-90 pose on the other side. So heel toe, the right foot toward the left wrist. And we'll have a seat, bending both knees, 90-90 pose. Front shin parallel with the front of the mat. Left shin somewhat parallel to the side. Use your judgment. Nice and square, facing forward, sitting up tall and holding here, or hinging forward and folding. And do a little check-in as you land, making sure there's no pain, but the beginnings of a deep stretch. Allow a heaviness to just wash over you. Let's take 5 more deep breaths. And slowly releasing out, rising up, coming back to all fours. And then we're going to make circles with that right leg. One direction and then in the other. And just for a few breaths, take the knees wide, the toes together, slide the hips back, reach the arms forward, come into child's pose. Just a way to reset the spine and lengthen out through the back line of the body, but also still opening up through the hips. And let the forehead just rest and sink into the mat. And just one more breath. Walk your hands towards yourself, rise back up, and come to a seated position. Sit nice and tall. Inhale, sweep the arms up toward the sky, palms come together. Exhale, hands come to heart in Anjali Mudra. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me for this very quick little hip opening yin yoga sequence that you can do anywhere, anytime. I hope you're feeling better and have a wonderful day. Namaste.